Hi, Miss Renee. How are you? Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. Welcome to the live. Be waiting for some people to for YouTube to find an audience for me today. Yesterday went pretty well. Hey Teresa, how you doing? Y'all come on in. I hear you. They will. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. They played 5-2-2 Illinois Evening Draw last night. Like I say, they play a lot of doubles. I don't see how they don't have 100 triples, but it's just the way the game goes. But they do doubles. That's no joke. And I guess, like I said, the law average works because you know that 2-2 didn't fall on the back end all last year. So they catching up this year. Because I paid special attention to the 2-2 because 822 was my wedding anniversary number that I used to play all the time. Yeah. Um, and all the doubles didn't play. Like I said, that 5-5 on the front and that 4-4 on the back. And I had never seen that really uh, in the middle of the year. All the doubles front and back almost were gone except for two of them. The 5-5 on the front and the 4-4 on the back. But I said starting off this year was going to be a little different. I could feel that was going to be different. A lot of doubles this month. Yeah. Um, if I could just put, I can't really pick out the main ones. Like I say, the 2-2 on the front didn't play last. year, the 8-8 was slow. It didn't hit till the end of November and December, but it picked up this year. It really, the 8-8 front and back and the 3-3 front and back. Um, that's why I was going with the triple eights and the triple threes, and I'm still holding them as my daily carry, the triple eights and the triple threes. And the only front pair and back pair is that 5-0 front and that 5-0 back pair, pretty much. I just can't really put my finger on any uh, doubles other than that 500 and that 055. I mean, but you know, the more than the mirrored doubles that I put up already, mirrored doubles that I showed yesterday. Let me get my sheet out. Like the let's see the doubles. Let's see. Like I said, the 5-5. No, this front pair, back pair. But anyway, these are doubles. Like I said, that I was looking at. It's not that many. Um, the 991, the 446. Well, I'll start here. It makes sense. The 001, the 556, the 002, the 557, the 440, and that 995. But the 995 came already. There's a 991 and 446, and then the 223. But they played the 323 just the other day. The 778. The mirrors, these opposite each other, brother. 882, the 337, the 229, and the 7749. That 477 came out on the first day of August on the evening. And this would basically be the, and like this 001 and this 556 and this 002 and this 557, and we know for Illinois' evening draw, this 01 ain't fell on the back all year yet, and this 02 ain't fell on the back. So I would definitely be looking at playing this 001 and this 002. And but I'm not adding it to my bucket list. But if I was to, when I do add it to my bucket list for numbers to play, let's say I play it this way, I would more likely play it. If I didn't just do the 00 double zeros, wheel it all the way down like the 001, 002, all the way down to 009. If I didn't wheel it like that, I would do 001 just like this straight box. Straight box. You see that? 002 straight box. This is how I would play it. Then I do the 00 front and the 00 back. Then I would do the 01, since I know it ain't fell on the back, I do the 01 back and I do the 02 back because they're the ones standing out. And that's how I would play it. That would be my, if I add it to my daily carry, I would carry it daily. But if I didn't carry it daily, I'd carry anytime I win. I'd go back and pick these up, reinvest in them, and play them, and I'd play them just like that. So if that O2 come on the front or the back, on the back, I'd reinvest into the 002 straight box and the 001. I would make these definitely my everyday carry right here, and that would probably be my doubles. Hey Felicia, welcome, welcome, welcome. The 4-4. Um, if you, I was looking at those 4-4s, uh, but they haven't came out on the back. I haven't seen anything that pinpointed them to me yet. Let's see the 4-4s. Uh, if I'm looking for the 4-4s, any number with a four in it, let's say 2, 3, 4, like that, I would definitely play the triple fours or the 4-4, however how you plan it. If I was gonna play those fours, um, but like I say, I don't do the triples too much until the end of the year to see what's left on the triples. I don't. I think the triple ones only fail midday, and only the eights have failed so far for for this year, and the eights just failed. I think the ones fell in January, if I'm not mistaken. But but I would definitely, and or either if you got a 4-4 number that you're playing, let's say 6-4-4, because we know that what is that the 6-4-4 I showed you that didn't come out of, or what's it 4-4-6? Let me see. What double four is it? Anything on yeah, this 6-4-4. If I pick that up as my double play, since I know it or its opposite hadn't came out at all, or this 400, them the only two double fours that haven't failed for the year. See that? I would definitely do it. Let's see. I'd play the 4-4-0 and the 4-4-6 straight box like that. And then for my extra dollar, like I said, I try to keep between $3 and $5. I play the 4-4 front, the 4-4 back, and I'd play triple fours. Straight 50 cent. This would be 50, 50. So that's $4. And if any of these come in and these numbers don't come in yet, then I'll load up on these numbers and the triple fours or the 4-4 front, 4-4 back. No, I didn't be. I didn't. I think, did you tell me about? I didn't add it to my bucket list, but that was the one that was the second time it hit for the year. Uh, hey, hey, David. Yeah, I didn't do that. Now, I think you had mentioned something about the 907. You played the entire column. Good, good for you, because you had pointed out that that column hadn't hit since May. But like I said, we can track them all, but you don't want to get to have a try to play them all. It depends on your budget. Depends on your budget. We can track them all, but we can't play them all. It's a marathon, not a sprint. But I wasn't mad at him. I had got that 450 anyway. So I mean, but like I said, yeah, like I keep saying, tracking is king in my book. I don't know about whatever else they want to use, but I can read the numbers. Oh, okay. Go ahead. 15 days out. Okay. 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 15 days out. Okay. That's the way to do it. That's the way I do it to make sure I don't miss it. But uh, but you can only on pick three go out only 6 days. I wish they would let you go out 15 days or 14 days in Illinois, unless you played what you call that bet any sports. Can you go out 15 days on bet any sports? Is that what you plan, BLZ? Because in Illinois, I can only go out 16 days. Oh, okay. 30 days. Wow. Okay. Okay. But I haven't got acclimated to bet any sports. I just, haven't figured out how to use it yet. And I'm sure it's relatively simple. I'm sure it's probably user friendly. I would think it would be user friendly. That's one thing I like about Illinois. It's very user friendly to learn how to use it. And I think you can bet less money on bet any sports. But like I say, I don't try to spread my information out on everything. Since November, um, of last year, November, that's not a long time. I hate to tell you that. Or double. Hey, Scott, glad to have you with us. That's not a long time, my BLZ. If you're just talking about November for a double front or back pair, front or back pair can go take over 15 months. Yeah, more than that. So I don't think they're holding back. But like I say, you can't. There's no rhyme or reason to how the numbers are going to fall. But if you're working with the law average, you got to realize how long a number can really take as far as the double or your singles. Right, since November of last year. Yeah, okay. My tracking that's not long. That's all I can tell you on the double. My tracking that's not long. So let's see, what would I be looking for if I was looking for that 1-1 to drop? I try to find a number that ain't dropped with the 1-1 at all, pretty much. And then, like I said again, I would just roll that 1-1 front and that 1-1 back. Uh, I guess if you can split pair it anywhere, I'd split pair that 1-1 like that. And whatever my main number that I'm playing with is, let's say if it's 1-1-2, then I would carry that like that. Or however many other numbers you might want to carry, like the 1-1-3 or something, or the 1-1-4. But I definitely would carry it like this here with one number that I got my eye on if I'm looking for that 1-1. And they definitely, like you say, could be, I guess they can hold it hostage, but like I said, there's no rhyme or reason how these numbers are going to fall. That's why I say you have to play them till they come make that money out. Yeah. So, and like I said, when you tracking the numbers and you see them and you miss, You don't be as disappointed. Okay. Has the opposites fallen on the seven? The seven one one. The opposite numbers. You still be, yeah, I got, well, it hurts a little bit, but you'll make, if you make up on I kind of total up what I do all year. And I usually come out ahead all year. So, at the end of the year. So, but, I understand yeah, you be thinking, how could I have missed it? I know a lot of times you say, there it was, and you see it even better now, better than we're doing with those tic-tac-toes and stuff. But you can't play them all. You want to. Sometimes I back off and just build my bank, until I really see something that I know going to come out. That I'm pretty sure within reason, and not burn my bank up. Hey, Aaron, glad to have you with us. Yeah, but I always looking for the number and the opposite and see where they are on the opposite. And see, the last time the 1-1 might have fell even as a split pair if it didn't fall front and back. And that's how um, I look for hitting a double. And when I'm playing a triple, if it's even with the split pair, see how far back, because sometimes 1-1 front or back might not have fallen, or the split pair in 3 months in a number like that. And that's when I'm looking for the triples. Let's see, 28 pair. Oh yeah, for sure. You definitely feel better when you do win. The 28 pair hasn't played on evening draw in about 6 months. Wow. Wow. See what I'm saying? Wow. I ain't seen that one before. 6 months or well, I don't know. I'd be all over that 28 pair, I guess. I would have to, man. $28. And I'd see what number ain't filled with the 2-8 in it. How long it's been. But I probably would uh, make sure I stay with that. With me anyway. That 2-8 pair ain't failed in 6 months. I haven't seen that. The most I've seen is 4 months in Missouri. But 6 months, yeah, I would, and I would be looking at playing its opposite pair. See, last time it played would be the 7-3 or the 37, and I'd be looking at it for the doubles, the 2-2-8 and then the 8-8-2 and the 3-3-7 and the 7-7-3. Yeah, that's what I'd be looking at. But man, that 28 pair, yeah, I'd be looking at that one for sure. Yeah, but you get, yeah. Okay. I'm sure. I always try to start if we got because we have We don't have many people yesterday, believe it or not. Yesterday, yeah. I think I had about 20 uh, subscribers looking, and I had over 1,700 views. So I'm pretty sure that's a bunch of new people or something. But I did gain subscribers from yesterday. So I don't know how this works, man. With YouTube, I really don't. I really don't. I'm just doing what I do and have come out and come out. Yeah, well, hey, if it works for them, like I said, if it works for them, it works for them. I don't know how they tracking it, how they tracking it unless they got a computer or something. I don't know how they tracking it, but like I said, pick fours and pick fives, 100,000 and 4,000. Sharing the stream, stream helps. I don't know if I'm getting what you're saying. Sharing the streams helps. Could you elaborate on that a little bit more, Bills? I think sharing the stream helps. I'm not getting. Oh, you mean with other people coming from different channels, looking at uh, channels? I don't know what you mean by sharing the streams. Because on YouTube, it ain't many pick three channels. And those that were around then fell off the wagon since I started this channel. Oh, okay. Oh, well, thanks. Yeah. If they can, if somebody can use what I have to do to pick fours and pick fives, great for them. If it's something that they can use, but I don't think that changed the odds. It's always going to be 1 in 10,000. I mean, I don't care what they do to it. And pick four, I mean, pick four, 1 in 10,000, pick five, 1 in 100,000. So I can't see. It's hard enough trying to get that one number with the two. And then if you got two numbers, I can't see. Only thing I can see, if maybe if they took all 1,000 numbers, let me see. Where's my paper at? I hope I got one here. But like I said, it's just 1 in 1,000 odds. What is it? Where is it? And I don't even know if this would help. The only tracking I can see with a pick four, and that's about as far as I can see, go with it. Really. I was thinking about that pick four, but I know that's going to be luck. That's just going to be in my book. I don't see no method or no math and no rundown, no tic tac toe, and nothing going to show you. Only if I was going to do it, and I thought about it, and that's still just I can't see how you're going to come up. This is all 1,000 numbers right here. And I know over the year, I'm going to get a good percent of these 1,000 numbers because you got 365 days. So I can measure that out. And even with this here, with these 1,000 numbers, you still got to rotate them from year to year to see what's going on with the numbers that you might want to pick from. But here with 10,000 numbers, and that's 10 times these. I was thinking, okay, if I was going to do pick, which I would look at. If I was going to play pick four and be serious about trying to win it, I would just use a sheet like this with 1,000, and whatever the first three numbers would be, I'd mark it off. I mark that pick three number come in, and then whatever ever other numbers that don't show up with the front on the three, I might would, let's see, where'd it go? I would say after I marked off and I find out what numbers didn't hit for the year, that's still kind of, but it's just a thought here. Did say whatever pick three numbers here didn't hit at all out of the 1,000, and this is 1,000 of them. Say it's let's just say I'm gonna just use 1, 2, 3 for example. 1, 2, 3 didn't hit out of the pick four, and I'm tracking. This is about the simplest I could get with tracking them on paper. Then I would just wheel 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 down. You know, all the way down. I'm gonna just mark it out. 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 6, 1, 2, 3, 7, 1, 2, 3, 8, 1, 2, 3, 9. And I know that the 1, 2, 3 didn't hit on the front of the pick four at all for the whole year. I probably just make this 1, 2, 3 run my pick four number for the whole year. That's the only thing I can see that I would have an advantage in. And I would run and I would play the 1, 2, 3 on the front pair. I would play that because you can play front pair in Missouri. I play the front three. And then another thing I would look at too, I might would take another sheet of the 1,000 sheets, and see what back three didn't hit, if I could do it that way. See what back three of the pick four didn't hit, and somehow try to make them up. But I definitely wouldn't be hopping on and off pick fours at all. I set my numbers that I'm going to play for that year, probably 50 cents, might even go 50 cents straight on them. Like that. This is just something I'm rambling in my head. Yeah, if you get a chance, put it on link. I'd like to see how she's doing it. She have all 10,000 numbers right now. Yeah, yeah. That's good, but ain't no rhyme or reason to one of them numbers gonna fall. She has them all written out, but like I said, ain't no rhyme or reason to how they gonna fall out of the 10,000. Yeah, Paris is good. Yeah, yeah. It takes a lot of work to crunch the numbers. Uh, well, it, but it gets less difficult if you're doing it regular, and a lot of stuff you're gonna be able to just see it even before you write it down. Uh, some stuff just gonna definitely stick out for you. So it got easier, a lot easier, and not easier for me to know why I was sticking with my numbers. But yeah, there's some, it depends on your time. Even when I was working, I could, if I got behind a couple of days or 2 or 3 days, it didn't take me but 20 minutes or so to catch up and be right back on target with the numbers. But it depends on what you might be playing a lot of different places. So yeah, I could see with you crunching a lot of numbers. I I'll just be good with one draw, one state for me. Yeah, a lot of us would rather win pick four than pick three because it pays more, but it costs more too. A lot more. I know people pay heavy on three and four, but I don't know where they're getting their money from. My pockets ain't deep like that. I see people play $200 in one setting on pick three and pick four every day almost. And the patience that I have for pick three, I ain't no way I could put to pick four because I don't think there's no secret or no strategy to it. No other than, like I said, tracking the actual 1,000 numbers for me. Yeah, it depends on the state. Missouri pays, I think, pay 3,000. No, 6,000 straight. 6,000 on a straight number. Yeah, that's why I say trying to figure out when to play, but play consistently. But when you're tracking, you're gonna start, almost have a range where you think the numbers are probably going to hit. You know, like I said, a 28 that ain't been out in 6 months, I would probably stay with that 28, and I'd be looking at every number with a 28 in it that didn't play also for sure. And there's probably quite a few of them if it ain't been out in 6 months. That's for sure. There's probably quite a few of them if they haven't been out in 6 months. I'm sure that front pair, back pair, the 2-8 on the front. On the only play quads. Yeah, I could imagine if they only play quads, but uh, I haven't tracked any pick four to see how the quads come out and when and how long it takes for a quad to come out. Even if a quad come out within a year, how many years do quads come out in? If a quad come out a year in a year's time or not? That's what I would be looking at. We had Illinois; they had the quad fours here recently, but yeah, pick four would pay does pay better. But how often do it pay? That's the thing. I don't know if it pays as often as pick three does. And a lot of people only do the same on pick three. Mostly play triples. Because if you ever see when triples come in, you see that it's a big payout. Because a lot of people play those triples every day, and that burns up a lot to me. I have to catch them later. Guess he okay. That's a long ring. North Carolina Indian looks over 15 months to play one. Yeah, triple fives. 15 months. Yeah, it could take longer than that. Like I say, a triple or any exact number can take 15 years. Yeah, pretty sure they don't. Quads don't play that frequently. And triples the same way. We only had no doubles dropped since 18 days ago. Hmm. You know, I don't know if that has anything to do with a triple falling. I know some people say when the triples come, you have to reset, but I really don't see where you have to reset on triples. Good gracious. What's this calling? And that's Orange calling now. Okay. All right. I'm gonna let them. I'm gonna catch up with them later because I'm doing my live now, and they'll hit me back later. If it ring again, then I'll think it's an emergency. If it don't, I know what's going on. But yeah, I really don't think it's if you're tracking triples don't offset anything. They say that they do, but they don't. There's no reset on it. The law average is still going to be in effect. Just like I said, I called the eights and the threes. Triples came out. They still came out. Uh, but I noticed that with that wild ball and in Missouri, also, it looked like they play a lot of doubles now. Uh, and true to fact of that is we only got two doubles that ain't played on the front and the back, and that's almost in August. I hadn't seen that before. You usually have a lot more than that. All we have is the fives and the fours uh, that's left. Usually you have maybe four or five doubles on the front about this time of year and four or five doubles on the back this time of year. But to only have one of each, to me, is what I noticed. Okay. Yeah, but I don't see no method other. I don't. If you could mark off 10,000 numbers, you won't mark off them because all you're gonna get a third of those 10,000 numbers anyway, and that's something like what 0.3% or something like that. So no, I'll keep. I'm gonna stay with pick three. It's been it's been good to me. That's all I can say. I'll stick with pick three because the rest of it to me is just if I was to do pick four, I'd do pick four or pick five like I would do Lotto and Powerball Mega Million. I got one ticket I play every draw. That's it. Because I know it's luck on my end. That's all I play. And I play it for like BLZ say I play it for 15 draws. Then I don't worry about it. If I live to get it, maybe if I don't be here, my kids will get it. Yeah, I know about that. Yeah, I put that together to organize the doubles. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, yeah. That's what I look for those doubles. They haven't don't play those sets of four, and I definitely play those. Oh, oh Renee, you say you You say, man, I played a number with the combo and I was so upset. You and I only played $100. Only $100. Yeah, only $100. That must have been a double number you played. Because in Illinois, it only plays $80. Yeah, 50 cent combo, Missouri plays $100. But you play the dollar combo, you get 300. Well, you get the jackpot prize, which is in Illinois, it'd be $500. But it's cost you $3 to play a double, and it costs you $6 to play a uh, a single. But I don't do anything with the Fireball. I use that money to put on another number. I just because it doesn't pay anything to me. Yeah, Fireball. I don't mess with it. I didn't see no advantage to it. I don't see how you can figure out how to use it. Yeah, thanks, Teresa. Yeah, I just to me it's a way for them. I was thinking it was going to interfere with the pick three numbers. Like I said, I still think it does take somehow, but not to extent that I'm worried about it. You know what I'm saying? Seem like it makes the numbers linger out a little bit longer instead of maybe hitting in 70 days, is making them hit in 85 days or something like that. I haven't figured out the distance between them, but I could tell that it's taking longer for my numbers that I'm looking for to come or to hit. It's taking them a little longer than I'm normally been used to winning. So, they're coming. It's not like it's way out of order and stuff so crazy I can't even figure out how I'm gonna hit or win. But the numbers do come, but it's just taking them a little longer. And that's only. But I don't mess with that fireball or that wild ball because even when you win with when it takes its place, it don't pay you no nothing the straight amount. It don't pay you the straight amount. And that's just to me $1 you're using for nothing. Okay, I'm gonna start here with the like other people's probably watching. I know they are because 1700 was watching yesterday. 1700 people viewed it yesterday. So I always like to start with showing people how to this mirror and this flip strategy. Uh, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you have they have mirrors, what they call mirrors, and they have flips strategies where relating to the numbers here. But I call them opposites because the simple reason people use these two methods interchangeably, which is very confusing when you're trying to win and study the numbers to win. So, but opposite numbers, I call them opposite, but they call them flip. They call them mirrors and sister numbers, but I call them opposite. I call this the opposite for the reason that this top numbers are the exact opposite of the bottom numbers. But to get the bottom numbers, you add plus 5 to the single numbers, so it's plus 5 to 0 is 5. Plus 5 to 1 is 6. Plus 5 to 2 is 7. Plus 5 to 3 is 8. and plus 5 to 4 is 9. Now I think that's pretty easy to remember and easy for me to explain. And if I say the top numbers for you to remember are triple zeros to 499, that's the top of the 1,000 numbers. I'll do it the sheet. And the bottom of the 1,000 numbers, 500 to 999. Very easy to understand. So you got your top numbers of the 1,000, bottom numbers of the 1,000. So if you were to play 0, 1, 2, and the lottery played 5, 6, 7, you can look at it and tell that those numbers are opposite each other in the top and the bottom, because a 0 is opposite 5, 5 opposite 0, 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1, 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2, 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3, 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Fairly easy to understand. Or if you played 7, 8, 9, and the lottery played 2, 3, 4 on top, they just played the opposite number on top. Or vice versa. If you played 2, 3, 4, and the lottery played 7, 8, 9, they just played your opposite number. And you will see that happening within the lottery system, where you play one number, the lottery will play the exact opposite number, or the exact opposite number will come out. But you have to be aware of that. Now, say you played again 1, 1, 2, and the lottery played 6, 6, 7. Same thing. 1, 1, 2 is exact opposite of 6, 6, 7. Because 1 is 6, 6 is a 1, 2 is a 7, 7 is a 2. So vice versa. If they play 6, 6, 7, if you play 6, 6, 7, and they play 1, 1, 2, they just played your opposite number. Okay? Now, same thing. Say you played triple zeros, and the lottery played triple fives. Pretty simple to understand. 0 opposite 5, 5 opposite 0. This will not change. Only thing with this here is the flips, which I don't see the principle or how to use it or why to use it, where it makes sense to me. And I don't know if anybody can explain it where it's simple as this method is right here. Flips, but when you flip the number, they call it a +3. You're going to add +3 to the numbers instead of +5. So let's say you say 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now you add 3 to it, +3 to it, which we call flips, for which I don't understand. I'm just going to make you familiar with it. +3 is 0 to 3 to 0 is 3. 3 to 1 is 4. 3 to 2 is 5. 3 to 3 is 6. 3 to 4 is 7. 3 to 5 is 8. 3 to 6 is 9. 3 to 7 is really 10, but you're just going to use the 0. In lottery math, you only use single digits. 3 to 8 is 11. You just use the 1. And 3 to 9 is 2. All right? Now see where I told you that the 0 is opposite of 5. 5 is opposite 0. 1 opposite 6, 6 opposite 1. 2 opposite 7, 7 opposite 2. 3 opposite 8, 8 opposite 3. 4 opposite 9, 9 opposite 4. Real simple and easy to understand. But let's say here, now, they changed the whole structure where now a 0 is opposite 3 and a 3 opposite 0. 1 opposite 4, 4 opposite 1. 2 ounces 5, 5 ounces 2, 3 ounces 6, 6 ounces 3, 4 ounces 7, 7 ounces 4, 5 ounces 8, 8 ounces 5, 6 ounces 7, 9, 9 ounces 6, 7, 7 ounces 0, 0 ounces 7, 8 ounces 1, 1 ounce 8, 9 ounces, good gracious, 2, and 2 ounces 9. Hang on, that's my baby brother. I'm gonna have to check this out. Oh, let's see how to do this. He calling me back. Something must really be going on. Let's see, I'm gonna do this. Okay. Yeah, hold on a minute for me. If you can. Let's see if I can get my baby brother. Let's see. It's his second time calling me. Let's see, orange. I hope he show up here.
Voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
Hey, baby boy, I'm doing a live. Do me a favor. Let me hit you back if it's not an emergency, okay? Love you. Bye bye.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're
Okay. Okay, everybody. Oh, I'm sure you get that voicemail. Okay, I'm back. Now, see here now, the 0 ounce of 3, 3 ounces of 0, 1 ounce of 4, 4 ounces of 1, 2 ounces of 5, 5 ounces of 2, 3 ounces of 8, 8 ounces of 3, 4 ounces of 7, 7 ounces of 4, 5 ounces of 8, 8 ounces of 5, 6 ounces of 9, 9 ounces of 6, 7 ounces of 0, 0 ounces of 7, 8 ounces of 1, 1 ounce of 8, 9 ounces of 2, 2 ounces of 9. Now, where it gets tricky for me, where all these numbers are definitely opposite of each other, here are 4 ounces of 1 and 1 ounce of 4, but down here, the same 1 ounce of 8 and 8 ounces of 1. That to me, that 2 and 2 don't make 4. If it don't make 4 to me, it's very confusing. Because if, say, 0, 1, 2 come in, now instead of it being 5, 6, 7, the exact opposite number to 1,000 numbers, if you can see here, it is now 5, 6, 7. No, I got that wrong. It's 3. That's wrong. I'm looking wrong. It's 3, 4, 5. See that? So that's a lot of, I don't know what tracking, what method that uses. If you do the 6, 7, 9, is that right? Yeah. The 6, 7, 8. Wait a minute. 0, 1, 2 gives you 3, 4, 5. And if you do 6, 7, 8 up here, I know I added correctly, gives you 3, 4, 5. See there? I didn't even see that either. That it just don't add up where it's easy to understand. You see that? So let's say 5, 6, 7. 5, 6, 7 gives you 2, 3, 4. See, this here is just, but the way they use these flips and mirrors, they got different rundowns. They want they'll flip and mirror numbers to make up the numbers to play for the next day. And like I said, make up numbers that you should know how to play the next day. And it don't really work that way. To me, you have to track the numbers, because the only one that makes sense to me is this one here, because you have the exact bottom and the exact top, the exact bottom and exact top. This here, you can make it be anything, and most of them do, for sure. They do. And if somebody say, okay, lay off they flips, please, I love to understand, have a better understanding of it than I do. So don't be upset with me. Try to teach me, because I do not know what these flips are doing to help get in the winning circle. I really don't. And I tried to understand them. But we had 5, and this I'm gonna show you why. Why I only use the 1-1-1 rundown for the same thing as using the mirror strategy. 5, 2, 2, 1, 1, 1. Okay. What you're going to do with the 1-1 rundown is and that's 5-2-2. It came in yesterday evening draw, Illinois evening draw. Okay. Well, like anything, it takes practice. Nobody's smart at anything until they start practicing. But thank you for watching, Lou, or staying on. But that's how it works. Believe me, I wasn't smart for it either. I just stuck with it. That's the only thing that makes us smart, I guess. Is sticking with it. 1, 5 is 6. 1 to 6 is 7. 1 to 7 is 8. 1 to 8 is 9. 1 to 9 is 0. 1 to 9 is 10, really, but you're only going to use the 0 and not the 1 on the left hand side. 1 to 0 is 1. 1 to 1 is 2. 1 to 2 is 3. 1 to 3 is 4. And 1 to 4 is 5. Same here. You're going to count straight down. You're going to have 1 to 2. You got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. And the same here. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2. And this is the winning number. For Illinois evening draw. So whenever you do a rundown on any of the winning numbers, one of the base numbers will always be in that rundown. And this is the workout sheet. It's 12 numbers that I did the 1-1-1 rundown on, like I just showed you, to make 12 columns. This is for the singles, and then it's 10 numbers for the doubles. Really, 9 numbers for the doubles and 1 for the triples. So a double came in. So I'm going to find out where this 522 is on what column. Now all these numbers are called base numbers. There's no reason. The only reason I call them base numbers, I just had to differentiate these numbers from the rest of the numbers coming down. So I call these the base numbers and these the rundown numbers. Base numbers, rundown numbers. That's to differentiate. And then some people call these numbers the base numbers. But for the purpose of my strategy, I called the numbers that I came up with the base numbers, and the numbers I did the 1-1 rundown on the base numbers to get the columns, I call them the rundown numbers. So, like here on the doubles, you got 001, 002, 003, 004, 005, triple zeros, and then you have 004, triple zeros, and then here you have 011, 022, 033, and 044. That's it, only 10 columns. So we're going to see where is this 522 on what column, and all the base numbers have zeros in them. Okay? But we know, when we go down, we know it's not the 077. It has a zero. And here we have this 300, but it's the 003. That's the base number. You'll memorize them. Once you start doing it, you'll just memorize them. They're simple to remember. And they're all in numerical order. And then you'd go to 003. Can't go. Where's my ink pen here? Here it is. You go to the 003 column, and you go down, and you mark it off. Bam, you're done. And it's the 225. Same number as the 522. Because any of these numbers can come three different ways. The 522 could come as the 225 or the 252. That's what they mean by combination numbers. When you play combination, you got 3 ways of winning a number on doubles and 6 ways of winning a number on singles, and only 1 way to win a number on triples. Okay? And you knock that off. Now see here, I can tell at a glance that this number hit already 2 times for the year. I think it might have came 522 also when it did hit. But see, by knowing I carry my data from year to year, I don't start over from scratch. I carry all my data over from year to year. I know that 2-2 on the back end didn't play all of last year. If I'm correct. I'm pretty sure I'm correct. So it's just catching up with itself. It's probably done failed now maybe 4 or 5 times. But like I say, working with the law average, a number is going to fall on average only 3 times. I know that with pick 3. I don't have to guess that. I don't know how many times it's going to fall with pick 4 or pick 5s because there's no way to track it and study it. But I can study pick 3. Or you'll be able to study it also. Okay. Let's see. And anything I put an extra check by, it hit again within the year's time. But that's not the general purpose. You just want to know what numbers failed and what numbers didn't. And that's why in the middle of middle of the year, that's when I started to put together the numbers that haven't failed. I call them the hot cold numbers. And there's not that many left in Illinois. That's opposite. I look for the numbers and the opposites. See, all these numbers are opposite of each other for the year. These would be the numbers I would look to build my bucket list off of. And like Rielzi say, see, you got 3 of these numbers here that column 7 haven't even hit yet that's opposite each other. That's why I say column 7 is hot. And when it started winning, these numbers more likely will start coming up. And the doubles the same way. Like that. Let me see here. 359904. Yeah. Okay. Let's see what we got here. But this is what I'm sticking with pretty much. When I win, this is where I get my numbers. That's why I say I don't be looking at the tic tac toe, date sum grids, and all those methods. Because when you get through, you have a bunch of numbers. You have no idea what's going on with them unless you're tracking the actual 1,000 numbers. And by the middle of the year, I know the hot cold numbers. That's what I call them, the hot cold numbers. Those are the ones that I'm going to be looking to play that I know ain't fail. And when one of these come in, here's my next set of numbers I'm going to be playing off of, or my next set of doubles. Because it's not a marathon, not a sprint. It's a marathon to winning. You have to take your time, track, and watch. And then this here strategy number 2, where what I'm doing is I'm tracking the numbers right here. The single pairs. This square triangle is 2,710 pairs. But with here all organized and neat, and they make sense as you marking them off. Like here, you had the 552 to come in. You got two different numbers. So I'm sorry, 522 to come in. So you got two different numbers. You're gonna only mark off two pairs. And the 522, you're gonna mark off the 22 that you see came in already, and the 25, like that. Okay? Bam, you're done. Relatively simple. Because when you start looking at the pairs and the numbers and their opposites to see what have played and not played, it narrows it down in your head. Yeah. In a big way, you'll continue to lose, BLC. Thanks. In a big way. Yeah, if you don't have patience, just take your time. Okay, now, and a good thing like this here, you can see like the double zeros didn't play. Anything underlined here did not fall last month. Now I know double zeros and it's 01. I can put these together and kind of look for a 100 to play. Because I know that 100 didn't play none last year. See, you start remembering your numbers if you have a fairly decent memory. My memory was better, but you'll start remembering why you playing your numbers as you build your bucket list, and as they're hitting and as they come out. You know everything there is to know about every big 3 number that you're looking at playing or not playing. You'll know why you would be playing it, and you'll know why you won't be playing it. That's what it is with me. I know why I play a number, and I know why I'm not playing a number also. And that's the key. This 1-3 didn't fall last month, and now they're catching up. Like the 48 hit came in, the 27 that didn't hit came in, the 07 that didn't hit, the 09 that hadn't hit, and that's when that 907 came in. They hit each other. Now you can strategize. You can see what you can actually see what the pairs are actually doing. Like here. Remember I was telling you about opposites? These doubles? There's 0-0, the opposite of it is 5-5. There's 1-1, the opposite of it is 6-6. There's 2-2, the opposite of it is 7-7. is 3-3. The opposite is 8-8. This 4-4. The opposite is 9-9. At a glance, you can see what's going on with the doubles without guessing. And usually what I look for, say that this 4-4, I'm tracking this 4-4 and this 9-9 don't hit for 4 months or 3 months. Now I got a strategy to the next set of numbers I'm looking at. I would definitely be playing 444s and 999s in that case, pretty much. Even though I don't play to the end of the year that the year tell me. But if a double like this don't play, if I don't put but $1 on each or 50 cents on each, I'm gonna carry 444s and 999s. And I'm going and know that they ain't failed in 3 months. None of the double, each of these doubles, and they opposite each other also. Now my chances of have increased to winning one or the other, or if not both. Last year, that's exactly what happened. The 4-4 didn't fall, and the 9-9 didn't fall for about 3 months. So my strategy, and that's what I'm saying, being a strategy and skill set, that you can kind of see what's going on. When you win, you're not just always starting over from scratch. You know what's going on with the numbers. And like I say, you carrying everything over. This 4-4 I knew didn't hit. 9-9 didn't hit, okay? So I definitely wielded 9-9, 4-4-0, 4-4-1, 4-4-2. Not my hand right. 4-4-3, 4-4-4, 4-4-5, 4-4-6, 4-4-7, and 4-4-8, and 4-4-9. And I did the same with this here. 9-9-0, 9-9-1, 9-9-2, 9-9-3, 9-9-4, 9-9-5, 9-9-6, 9-9-7, 9-9-8, 9-9-9. Now, I knew that this 4-4-0 didn't fall in 2023 at all. Okay? So I definitely had my mind to line up and playing it. And I also knew that the 9-9 pair hadn't failed also. And I was playing this 4-4-0 as 0-4-4. I can't remember. I guess I do remember. I can't remember if it was the front pair, back pair. Why I was playing it like that. But I was playing it like that more like probably because that 4-4 hadn't failed also on the back yet. And I was running both of these columns. And I knew why. And when I hit, the 0-4-4 came in just like I played a straight box. And the 999s hit right behind it, and I played them both right behind each other. Because I don't jump off my numbers when I win. I stay with my numbers because I know why I'm playing them. I stick with my numbers because I know why I'm playing the numbers. And that's what happened. And when they did show up, that's exactly how the 4 and 9 showed up. And that's what happened to you. You can't jump off of your numbers because you didn't won and start looking for a whole bunch of numbers unless you didn't plan it. But I did play this whole column back again, and I played this column back again until I felt that I had played it out enough to get off of it. But I could see what I was doing and why I was doing it. I knew the 0-4-4 hadn't played the previous year. And it's opposite. What hadn't played really, this is what hadn't played. And this is what I look for. 0-4-4 hadn't played. 400, I don't think it's played yet. Hadn't played. 599 hadn't played, and 559 hadn't played that previous year. These numbers here. And they had happened to be my daily carry doubles for one reason. Oh yeah, BLZ. Yeah. That's gonna be my rest of my years, 05. Because you know it's only failed on the front side twice. It's only failed two. It failed 250, right? It failed 450, and then it failed 450 again, which I caught. Okay, and this 50 only failed one time. It's 500. See that? So yeah, I'm definitely gonna carry that. That's definitely my daily carry, right there. Those are definitely my the 500 and the 550. That's basically what I carry. And you know I'm carrying this 17 front pair like that. And I'm looking at 175 and 176 right now because neither one of the 75 or 76 that fell on the back end. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, and now and when I load up and win, I'll wheel that '05 on down because that '05 is hot, and I will carry it all year. Yeah, but I'm definitely loading up when I hit whatever I hit with. I'm loading up on these two, these 500. You know, this 500 is more monetary running to the bank number, but I ain't gonna tell y'all what bank. Yeah. But yeah, that's the fun. That I have fun with this. I enjoy watching this and watching these numbers because I can track them and I can see what's going on and I know what's going on. I ain't guessing what's going on, and I can see what they're doing and they doing kind of what I'm seeing. That's what I love about pick three. I can't do that with no pick four, pick five. I ain't gonna try. Mm-mm. And my pockets ain't that deep for that to want to do that because I know what it's gonna take. It's going to take burning some real money, and I don't know if it's going to pay off. And the time that it's going to take, is it worth it? But here I hit 3 times, 4 times a month, so I can't really cry the way I play. And you know it, don't you? Yeah, of that '05, yeah. That 505. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't tracked last year to see that the 50 front and the 50 back hadn't played. Yeah. Yeah. I used to then carry the numbers over from year to year. And then I had went back 2 years, and then my second year I was winning, but it was still something off. And as I went back tracking, I said, shoot, all the numbers that didn't fall in 2023 are coming up in 2024. And the ones that didn't come up in 2024 was coming up now in 2025. And the ones that didn't fall in 2025 was coming up in 2026. So I started holding on to all the numbers that didn't fall from year to year and focused on them rather than focused on the ones that already came. Because working with the law average, they were working. It works like that. Yeah. And that's when it all came together for me. And that's what really started me checking the numbers and their opposites. And that put it together better for me. And what opposite didn't fall, or to see how to use them. That was the deal. That was the game changer for me. Yep, that was the game changer there. See, all this stuff got opposites to them. An alphabet, you know, this 1, 2, the opposite of what? This 67? Here's right here. So if I get a whole month where the 12 and the 67 pair don't fall, I'm definitely going to wheel those two numbers. Or I'm going to see the best way how they have played previously, the history of them. But I'm definitely going to do something with those numbers out because one or the other going to come that following month. The 13 and the 68, they opposite. The 24 and the 79, they opposite. The only one ain't opposite is that '05. You're gonna find on there. The '05 don't have an opposite here, but because it's the 50, it's the same one, uh, like that. What else? It's a more like that too. I forget. Um, but let's see. The 1/6 opposite is yeah. The 1/6 don't have an opposite because they opposite each other. But the 27, yeah, it don't have an opposite. And 30, oh yeah, see, yeah, these don't have opposites on this one here because they opposite each other. Like a 1 is a 6, a 6 is a 1, 5 is a O is a 5, 2 is a 7, 7 is a 2, a 3 is a 8, 8 is a 3, and a 4 is a 9, and 9 is 4. But everything else should have an opposite. Like this '06, the opposite of it is 15 right here. So if I see a '06 and a 15 then played, they're the two numbers I'm looking at. If I see a 1/7 and a 26 ain't played, I'm looking at that. I'm looking at all the numbers in the opposite. If it 2 years, I mean not 2 years, but 2 months, and 1/7 and the 26 don't show, you know I'm gonna be on laying up on them. I ain't guessing. I know what's going on with them. Yeah, this entire row, yeah, they're opposite of each other. Yeah, the entire row, but everything else has its opposite that I know of. 1/8, 36. Now I can see if 36 and 1/8 don't fall. I can see what the number and the opposite are doing. So, and you won't, it might go 2 months, you might see something like that. Then I'll pick those up for sure to see the best way to play them. I'll keep my eye on them. Because the one way I would really do it, um, if I don't wheel both of them, depends on, like I say, your budget to hit. Let's say the 38. No, that 38, yeah, I want to do that 38 because they opposite each other. But let's say the 1/7 and the 26 don't hit. Then I'm gonna front pair and back pair it. Front 7, 7, 1 front, 1/7 back, and the 7/1 back. And I might would play the double on that. I'd play the 1/7 and the 1/7/7. I might would play that double pair there and play these here. And do the same with the 2/6. 2/6 front, 6/2 front, 2/6 back, and the 6/2 back. Like that. If I just want to play those to make some candy money, just, don't get a big hit on it, but if one do hit and they don't, split pair me, then I'll just take that and invest in my other bucket numbers. But here, I've got a better chance knowing that they didn't hit in the front pair and back pair, and its opposite didn't hit, and that would be $4 rather than trying to wheel it and then you got to spend $10. Because what likelihood one or the other is going to come out, as long as they don't split pair you. Don't do no 2/6 or no 1/7 like that. That's what I look at. And you can see a lot with those pairs. You can see last time a number came out. Uh, you can go back and check on your sheet here. One time, last time, a pair bent out or not. Um, One instance, I had the 4-8 pair hadn't failed. Hadn't failed for, I think it was 4-8 pair hadn't failed for almost 3 months. 4-8 pair hadn't failed for 3 months. And then when I went to the, I didn't go to the front pair, back pair sheet, but I'm gonna show it to you anyway. Front pair, back pair sheet. When I went to my front pair, back pair sheet, I found out on that 4-8 for all that time, for the whole year, almost. Well, for that time, about 4 months out, that the 4-8 here had not played for the year. The 8-4 up here hadn't played for the year, and on the back, that the back pair, the 4-8 had not played for the whole year, and that the 8-4 hadn't played for the whole year. And then I went and found that the 4-4-8 and the 8-8-4 had not played for the whole year. And 4-8-8. And them numbers, when they did show up, they didn't stop hitting, and I was and that was a money day. You've been playing 171. In Illinois, Renee, you're in Illinois, right? So let's see. I think that's 622. Not name. Let me see something. It's on that 400. Yeah. Did I miss something? If you're playing that for Illinois, that 171, unless I miss it, I'm gonna have to go back and double check. And it's opposite 266 haven't failed. 226 But the 771 fell. Might have missed something here though. Some fell off. I might have missed on this sheet. But check to see if you can and see if the opposite hasn't failed. Then I would play it and the opposite. And you know that 7-1 on the front. I usually play that 7-1 $1, $2 on the front. Because now we passed the middle of the year. Along with I'm playing the 176 and the 175. If you're playing in Illinois. Here again. The strategy number 3, again, tracking individual numbers, again, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Again, you track an individual, what number the position the numbers come in. So this is strategy number 3. You're just going to mark off the 5 on the front, 2 in the middle, 2 on the end. And what you're looking for here is any number that you have left at the end of the year, the month, you're going to carry over to the next month until September. So say for instance, let's say you plan number like 1, 2, 3. And you were at the end of August here, you realize that the 2 didn't show up on the front part, on the front spot. You're gonna play this 1, 2, 3 now as also 2, 1, 3 and 2, 3, 1. Because the likelihood that 2 showing up on the number that you plan, if that's your everyday carry, is going to be great. You're not guessing. Yeah, 711. I think it did drop. Yeah. And that's powerful too. No guessing. So whenever you know, and then if at the end of the month you have everything marked off, you just start over from scratch. There's nowhere to go with the numbers. If anything gets covered on here, it's very seldom that everything will get covered on strategy number 2. And maybe once or twice out of year strategy number 3, and nothing really is going to get all the way covered on strategy number 4, which is the front pair and back pair. But this really helps you get the numbers exact, win them straight. It's because I've won them many times off of this method here. If I'm playing a number already I want to see if the number don't hit on the front. Like here, like I say, the sevens did not hit for no number for 60 days, 2 months. No seven hit with no numbers. So quite naturally, I played triple sevens. They came in. That's the stuff I'm talking about. Conditions that you look for to winning. When you're tracking, you're gonna look for conditions, not patterns, not date sums, not grids, not flips, not mirrors. In my book, you're looking for what conditions the numbers are going to be. This is a condition that the two did not fall with no number for the whole month. A seven did not fall with no number for 2 months. That's a condition that you're looking for, certain conditions. Or a zero don't fall on the end for 3 months. Or a 38 pair don't fall for 4 months, or 3 months, or 8 months, like or 6 months, like BLC says. Those are the conditions of the numbers and what they're doing. Just like telling what the weather is going to be, if it's going to rain, storm, hail, sleet, or snow. There's certain things that happening with the weather that you can project what the possibilities are. Same thing we're doing with these numbers. Certain conditioning is happening with these numbers that we can project what's the best number to play. Like if sevens don't hit with no number for 60 days, I can project that triple seven is going to come in there, or something with a seven, or double seven going to hit, or a triple seven going to hit within a reasonable amount of time. Yeah, I was looking at that 179 too. Thanks, BLC. That 179 too, because I think if I'm not yeah, I was looking at that 179. But you're looking for certain conditions to come together to make a prediction or projection of what's going on with the actual numbers in your state. Once you start studying them, if you're going to play, you're going to need to know what's going on with the actual numbers. And not guess what's going on with them. Because other than that, everything's guesswork. I mean, you're not guessing the numbers if you're tracking them. That's all I can say. You might not know what number is going to fall, but you're not guessing the numbers that you're playing, in other words. And why you playing them, and why you wouldn't play it. And again, like I showed you, there's 52, and this 2 already fell on the back. And that 2 fell on back, looked like 3 or 4 times, because it didn't fall at all last year. And that's why the 500 and the 50 on the front and the 50 on the back has been hitting in pretty regular. And the 50 itself has been hitting regular. Yeah. And you still gonna miss some. But hopefully when you miss it, you know how you missed it and why you missed it. That's the key. That's been the key for me. Oh, okay. You looked it up on Lottery Post. Okay. Well, that's because you got the premium or the silver or the gold. Like I said, I got a tablet for that I can put mine in. But I would definitely suggest Lottery Post if you wanted to, because they're kind of user friendly also. So I, as far as what I can tell. But I can get 1 year's worth of data, and that's all I really need for 1 year's to data to backtrack with lottery post. Okay, thank you, BLZ, for your help. Appreciate it, and everyone here that's hanging out with me. Appreciate it. But I'm gonna call it quits here. I think I'm trying to see what my baby brother wanted. He called me twice. He didn't call me back this third time, so I gotta check on him. We all getting up in age, so we check on each other regular. Well, you learn how to use the tools on it. Okay, thank you, BLC. Yeah. All right, everybody. So, like I always say, play them till they come, make that money, y'all. Peace and love. God bless. And if you're tracking, you'll soon be packing. To luck it down.